To solve this, x plus 2 over 3 is equal to 2x minus 4 over 2. We will find its least common denominator of 3 and 2. What is the least common denominator of 3 and 2? It's 6. 3 times 2 is 6. So we have here x plus 2 over 3 equals 2x minus 4 over 2. This common denominator is 6. You could divide 6 divided by 3 is 2. That's 2 times x plus 2 is equal to 6 divided by 2 is 3 times 2x minus 4. Now we could have here 2 times x, that's 2x, then 2 times positive 2, that's positive 4, equals 3 times 2x, that's 6x, and 3 times negative 4, that's negative 12. Okay, now we could use addition property of equality. So we could subtract 2x here, subtract also 2x here. Okay, so that is actually equal to 2x minus 2x, that's cancel, and 6x minus 2x, that's 4x, bring down positive 4 plus minus 12. Now we could also apply another addition property of equality by adding the same number on both sides. We could eliminate negative 12 so that 4x will be remaining on the right side. We could add this by its opposite, which is positive 12. Add also here by positive 12. So that is cancel, and this is 4x 16. Okay, now by multiplication property of equality, or we could divide directly by 4, divided by 4. So our value of x is equal to 4. Okay, for number 2, 7 over 4x minus 3 over x squared equals 1 over 2x squared. How to answer this? Still, we will be finding out the least common denominator of 4x, x squared, and 2x squared. So we have here to find its least common denominator. We have 4x here, we have x squared, and we have 2x squared here. Now you will expand this one, expand 4x, that's 2 times 2 times x, and x squared, that's x times x, and this 2x squared, that's 2 times x times x. Okay, we have here a pair, there's no pair, so we put here 2. Now here, this one pair of 2, and here there is, okay, you will just only write x, and this here is x. So therefore, if you multiply 2 times 2, it's 4 times x, 4x times x, it's 4x squared. So therefore, our least common denominator on this rational equation is 4x squared. So here on the second step of our solution, we could have here 7 over 4x minus 3x squared equals 1 over 2x squared. Multiply each of the side of the equation by its least common denominator, which is 4x squared. 4x squared here. So 4x squared divided by 4x, that's x. Okay, that's x. Okay, x, and times 7. So 4x squared divided by 4x, the answer is x, times 7, that's 7x. 4x squared divided by x squared, that's 4, times negative 3, that's negative 12. Okay, is equal to 4x squared divided by 2x squared. So x squared divided by x squared is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2, times 1, that's 2. So we have here 7x minus 12 equals 2. By adding addition property of equality, add positive 12 on the left side and positive 12 also on the right side. Okay, to isolate 7x on the left side. So we could cancel out this one, and this is 2 plus 12, that's 14. So 7x equals 14. By multiplication property of equality, or we could divide directly by 7, divide directly by 7. So our x is equal to positive 2. 2x over x plus 1 plus 5 over 2x is equal to 2. Still, we will find out its least common denominator and understood that 2 has a denominator of 1. Now, to get its least common denominator, we could have x plus 1 here and 2x here and 1 here. Okay. Now, so if we write this in expanded form, see, it is still x plus 1 and this 2x still 2x and 1 is still 1. So therefore, our least common denominator is x plus 1 times 2x times 1, that's times 1. Okay. Now, we are to multiply each of the side of the equation by our least common denominator, which is x plus 1 times 2x. So we have here 2x over x plus 1 plus 5 over 2x equals 2 over 1. Multiply this one by x plus 1 times x, 2x. Multiply also the left side by x plus 1 times 2x. Okay, now if you are to divide this x plus 1 times 2x into x plus 1, this would be cancelled. The only remaining is 2x, that's times 2x. That becomes 2x times 2x plus this x plus 1 times 2x divided by 2x. The remaining, the answer is x plus 1 times 5. It's 5 times x plus 1 is equal to, if you divide this by 1, the answer is this one by identity property. Okay. Now, x plus 1 times 2x divided by 1, that's x plus 1 times 2x times 2, that's 2 times x plus 1 times 2x. So, simplify 2x times 2x, that's 4x squared plus 5 times x, that's 5x. 5 times positive 1, that's positive 5, equals 2 times x, that's 2x. Then 2 times 1, that's positive 2. Okay, times 2x. Now, we could have here 4x squared plus 5x plus 5 is equal to 2. So, you will multiply 2x times 2x. That's 4x squared. Then 2x times positive 2, that's positive 4x. So, we have 4x squared on the left side, we have 4x squared on the right side also. Now, they are the same. So, if we subtract this one by 4x squared, subtract also the left side by 4x squared. Okay. So, this will be cancelled, this will be cancelled. So, the remaining is 5x. Okay, 5x plus 5 is equal to 4x. Now, to isolate 5x or to isolate 5x, we could transpose also 4x to the left side, or we could use addition property of equality. So, the opposite of 4x is negative 4x. So, you subtract negative 4x on the right side. Subtract also here by negative 4x. So, you could cancel out this one, and this is, okay, this is 0 is equal to 5 plus 5x minus 4x, that's x. And final answer is, you transpose 5 to the right side, so the answer is x equals negative 5. Number 4, we have x squared minus 1 over x minus 3 is equal to 8 over x minus 3. So, we are to evaluate this. First, find the least common denominator, and obviously it is x minus 3. So, our least common denominator is x minus 3. So, let's copy first. Equals 8 over x minus 3. So, our least common denominator is x minus 3. So, we will multiply each of the side of the equation by x minus 3. Multiply also here by x minus 3. Now, x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 is 1 times x squared minus 1 is equal to x squared minus 1 is equal to x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 is 1 times 8, that's 8. Now let's transpose 8 to the left side, so it becomes x squared minus 1 minus 8 is equal to 0. So x squared minus this would be x squared negative 1 minus 8 is negative 9 is equal to 0. So since this is a difference of two squares, now let's factor out, and the factor of this is the sum and difference. Okay, so the factor for this is x plus 3 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. Equate each of this factor to 0. X plus 3 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to transpose, that becomes negative 3, and x transpose, that becomes positive 3. Now, what values of x which satisfies our given rational inequality? Is it negative 3 or positive 3? Now, since if we substitute positive 3 here, positive 3, this will become 3 minus 3. It makes the expression undefined. And here, 3 minus 3, it makes the expression on the right side undefined. So therefore, the value of positive 3 should be restricted, or restricted value of x, because it made the expression undefined. So therefore, the correct value of x is x minus 3. Since if this is negative 3, so this is negative 6, it doesn't make the expression into undefined. Number 5, 1 over x minus 6 plus x over x minus 2 is equal to 4 over x squared minus 8x plus 12. Now, if you will evaluate the left and the right side of our equation, and on the right side this is more complicated, let's focus on this. Let's factor out this one because this is a complicated expression, so other than on the left side. So to factor out, the secret is this positive 12. What is a factor of positive 12? Wherein if we combine its factor, we could come up with negative 8. So obviously, positive 12, its factor is negative 6 times negative 2. So negative 6 times negative 2 is positive 12. And if we combine this negative 6 and negative 2, its combination is equal to negative 8. And here is negative 8. So this is correct. So to write this into a factor, that becomes x minus 6 times x minus 2. And then, before we will evaluate first this equation, let's find out the LCD. So here, the first is x minus 6, and the second is x minus 2, and the third is x minus 6, x squared minus 8x plus 12. So this x minus 6 is still x minus 6, and x minus 2 is still x minus 2. And for this x squared minus 8x plus 12, its factor is x minus 2 here times x minus 6. So one pair of x minus 2, one pair of x minus 6. So the LCD is x minus 2, a pair of, let's get one x minus 2 times x minus 6. So this is our LCD. So we will rewrite our equation, 1 over x minus 6 plus x over x minus 2 is equal to 4 over x squared minus 8x plus 12. We are to multiply each of the side of the equation by our LCD, which is x minus 2 times x minus 6. Multiply also here by x minus 2 times x minus 6, our LCD. So if we are to multiply this 1 over x minus 6 to x minus 2 times x minus 6, obviously this will be cancelled out, and the remaining is x minus 2 times 1, the answer is x minus 2. And plus, so if we are to divide this 2 factor into x minus 2, so this will be cancelled. The remaining is x minus 6 times x. So this will be x times x minus 6 is equal to, if we divide this one, x minus 2 times x minus 6, here the answer is 1 times 4 equals to 4. And let's evaluate further. That would be x minus 2 plus x times x, that's x squared. X times negative 6, that's negative 6x is equal to 4. Rearrange the expression on the left side, but we will identify first the similar terms. So we have x and negative 6x, they're similar terms. So if we combine the similar terms, that becomes x minus 6x is equal to negative 5x, but we will write it in an arranged way. So x squared, x minus 6x, that's negative 5x, copy negative 2 is equal to 4. Okay, now transpose 4 to the left side, so that becomes x squared minus 5x minus 2 transpose, that becomes negative 4 is equal to 0. So afterwards, simplify further, that's x squared minus 5x, negative 2 minus 4, that's negative 6 is equal to 0. Now still we will factor out this x squared minus 5x minus 6, and the technique is the factor of negative 6. And what is the factor of negative 6? Wherein we can have negative 5, so it would be negative 6 times positive 1. So negative 6 times positive 1, the answer is negative 6. But if we combine these two number, it becomes negative 5, and it come up here. So therefore, we will be using minus 6 and positive 1 as the factor of x squared minus 5x minus 6. So the factor of this is x squared minus 6, x minus 6 times x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, equate each of these factor to 0, that's x minus 6 is equal to 0, and x plus 1 is equal to 0. So transpose, that becomes x equals positive 6, and x equals transpose, that's negative 1. And which of this value of x which satisfies our given rational equation? So if our answer is positive 6, so let's try to substitute. If it came up into an undefined answer, so positive 6 is not the value of x, is restricted for the value of x. So let's evaluate. If this is positive 6, so this is positive 6 minus 6, that's 0. So therefore, positive 6 should not be included as the value of x. Okay, so this should not be, this is a restricted value of x. So this is not the value of x. So therefore, our value of x is negative 1. Okay, number 7, x over x minus 2 minus 7 is equal to 2 over x minus 2. Now, let's find out the least common denominator, and the least common denominator is x minus 2. So therefore, let's write first this equation. That's x over x minus 2 minus 7 is equal to 2 over x minus 2. So let's multiply each side with the equation by our least common denominator, which is x minus 2. Multiply also here on the right side by x minus 2. Okay, now let's divide x minus 2 divided by x minus 2. That's 1 times x, that's x. X minus 2 divided by, understood there is 1 here, x minus 2 divided by 1, that's x minus 2 times negative 7, that's negative 7 times x minus 2 is equal to x minus 2 divided by x minus 2, that's 1 times 2, that's 2. So let's simplify further, that's x that's negative 7 times x, that's negative 7x. Negative 7 times negative 2, that's positive 14, is equal to 2. Now let's have here x. Okay, so x minus 7x, that's negative 6x plus 14 is equal to 2. Now transpose this to the right side. That becomes negative 6x is equal to 2 minus 14. So that is negative 6x is equal to 2 minus 14, that's negative 12. So let's divide. Okay, negative 12. So let's divide this one by negative 6. Divided by negative 6. Cancel out. So x equals positive 2. Okay, this is the answer.